10 matches down, 4 to go in PSL Las Vegas. Michael Rosencrantz, Chris Mills with you for Speedcubing TV's coverage of the premier Speedcubing League. Well, Chris, here's the rematch that you and I were talking about. Sebastian Stone, Caleb Chen going up for the second time today. Oh boy, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is the rematch we wanted to see. Caleb lost against Sebastian Stone in best of 1 in round 1 of this competition, looking to get revenge and prove himself that he is the fastest competitor out of these two young men. And here we go, Caleb Chen, first solve of the losers semi-final.
12 seconds.
Best of 5 and first to 2 sets. Here goes Caleb. Look at that turn speed to start out. Going in last layer, 525. What a start!
525, former 3x3 world record single from 10 years ago. What a legendary time and such a clean soul from Caleb. A great A-perm execution to finish. Sebastian's gonna have to pray for something crazy to be able to beat Caleb. I didn't even know if he's had a soul faster than that this competition.
Been executing flawlessly so far here tonight on such great pace. What does Sebastian have to say about it? Already shaking his head at this one. This one isn't going to do it. Just get this one out of the way, and he does with a 941. Caleb takes solve number 1.
Not locked in enough to get a low 5. Caleb absolutely crushes Sebastian on that first one. Looks like he picked paper. Here we go into solve 2. Surely we can keep on some more 5-second solves from Caleb.
Ready?
Next PSL event coming up in just about a month. PSL Seattle, October 12th. That is going to be oh so exciting. Here goes Caleb. Oh my goodness, look at that turn speed. 509! Wow!
He keeps it going, back-to-back low 5s. Great CB execution. It looks like he had a U-case on that one. One of the easiest sets. And that was incredible from Caleb. He is back. He's not even letting Sebastian get a solve on him this time. He is proving that he is the faster keeper. Can he keep this up? Wow, what a solve.
Pressure on Sebastian here early. Caleb wasting no time. 5:05 the time to beat for Sebastian. A little bit of a rotation there going into last layer now. Puts it down with a 683. Good solve, but not enough. Caleb's up 2-0.
2 points to 0 in Caleb's favor.
Yeah, it's a tough ask asking Sebastian Stone, who doesn't even have a sub-7 average in WTA competitions, to get low 5s against one of the fastest cubers in North America. And unfortunately, it was too much to ask, getting a wide perm at the end after a not great solution and a few lookups throughout the solve. And Caleb is looking to take this out in straight solves.
A little bit of a pause, able to recover nicely going in the last layer. 532!
That is the Caleb Chen we're used to seeing. 5.2, 5.0, 5.3, showing his ZB knowledge. And that F2O was absolutely rapid. A bit of a pause as he recognized that tougher case. But there's no way even anyone in this competition can beat Caleb when he's solving this well.
Caleb taking a seat down at his chair right there. No emotion on his face. He is locked in right now, and he is showing it in a great way. There you see the time to beat.
He's getting absolutely cooked right now. 5.32, just too hard for him. But he still has an opportunity. He's gonna try, even though 5.3 is a big ask. We did see a 5.27 from Sebastian earlier in this match when he got quite a nice last layer case. So we know it's possible, but it's gonna be tough.
They must have misscrambled.
It is gonna be tough, and now looks like We're still waiting on the cube to come for Sebastian here. And again, we emphasize, folks, that heat is a major factor in this competition. The technology has been a little bit flonky. Again, we apologize for any technical difficulties that you see during the live stream. It's over 100 degrees in Las Vegas. Might have taken an extra little bit of time to fix the scramble, but now here the puzzle is here, and we're ready to go. Set point here for Sebastian. It has to be to 532. Very quick through F2L. Can he get the last layer done quick enough? He cannot. 680. Caleb clean sweep set number 1.
And a great job from Sebastian there. A sub-7, proving that he can still solve the cube at a rapid pace, but not as rapid as Caleb. Seb's gonna sit back down as he is solving first in the second set. Caleb 3-0 in set 1. Can he absolutely crush Sebastian Stone in this match and win another set 3-0?
It very well could happen. Now the tables turn here, Chris. Sebastian solving first, so now Caleb's gonna have to wait to see what Sebastian is gonna get here. So for Sebastian, even if this is the part of the competition where unfortunately he goes down, he has no reason to hang his head because he has been solving phenomenally. And again, this is his first PSL competition ever.
Yeah, and he has done pretty well so far. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Sebastian solving first here for set number 2. Puts that one down with a 677. And immediately afterwards calls a timeout, maybe a tactic to try and ice Caleb a little bit.
Yes, 6.7, a good solve from Sebastian. Maybe thinking that if he times out, the pressure of having to wait 2 minutes before you solve could get to Caleb. So they're both going to walk around, take a little bit of a break. They got 2 minutes to compose themselves before Caleb has to sit down and try and beat that 6.7. But he's solved over a second and a half better than that in all his solves so far. This match, surely he can keep that going.
No doubt. And absolutely picture perfect night in Las Vegas here at Container Park for the 4th rendition of the Premier Speedcubing League. Michael Rosencrans alongside Chris Mills. We're so glad to have you along on this Labor Day, September 1st, 2025. Into the month of September already, Chris. Where does the time go?
I know it only feels like yesterday that we were at the World Championships in Seattle, but PSL will be back in Seattle next month in the middle of October for PSL Seattle. Hopefully we'll see some of these competitors back there battling it out once again, but we're not done with PSL Las Vegas yet. This is the losers semi-final. The loser of this is eliminated from the competition. The winner moves on to the losers final. He will face the loser of Dylan versus Kyle, which we will watch after this match here. And then there'll be have the losers final. The winner of that will go back up to face the winner of the winners finals once again. So we've got a few matches ahead of us, the most exciting matches of the competition so far. And Caleb looking to claw his way back up to face some of our top competitors later in the competition.
You see lots of the volunteer staff, Judge Shane Grogan, working diligently here at PSL Las Vegas. And we are now out of that 2-minute timeout. And again, we want to thank all the volunteer staff, everybody on the production team for working hard out in this heat. No, it's not the best environment. We appreciate everybody's hard work and dedication to make the PSL Las Vegas such a smooth and well-ran competition. Now, Caleb out of the timeout. Maybe it was a tactic for Sebastian to try to ice him a little bit, make him think about that 677 a little bit more. And here now, Caleb's going to begin inspection. Let's see what he can find here. Been relatively quick in inspection so far. Very smooth turning, looking to go into last layer now. Might have missed recognize. 7-18. Sebastian takes solve number 1 of set 2.
The icing tactic of the timeout after a 6.7 somehow worked against Caleb. He was looking so fast at the start of that solve, but just too many lockups, especially in the ZBLL. And Sebastian's got his first solve of the match.
Good feeling there for Sebastian to successfully use that timeout to his advantage. He's up 1 solve to nothing in set number 2. See if he can keep this pace going. Very quick turning through F2L there. Big pause, though, going into last layer. Now he recognizes it. Still trying to solve, puts it down with a 1272. Ouch.
That set of pi ZB cases is so tricky to recognize. Sebastian thought he knew it, but after he took the time to recognize it, I think he realized he didn't and ended up having to do just OLL, PLL, or maybe COLL into EPLL. So a 12-second solve. Caleb almost definitely going to be able to beat this one.
1272, the time to beat for Caleb. And as we say, anything can happen here in Speedcubing. Here he goes. Couple of rotations there through F2L. Very fluid last layer. 632. Caleb ties it up at 1 solve apiece.
Not the best solve we've seen from Caleb, but quick turning in the ZB, a little bit of fumble at the end, and obviously all he had to do was beat a 12, just ensured the cube was solved when he stopped the timer, and we're back to 1-1 in this second set.
Greatly knit here so far in this second set. Caleb's up 1 set overall to nothing over Sebastian. Should Caleb win this set here, he's going to move on. And here goes Sebastian. We're going to continue that decent pace for you. Try and break out of that 12-second solve. Able to put it down with a 767. Not too happy about that one.
Yeah, the solve was looking pretty good, but the Z at the end, actually one of the hardest PLLs to execute under pressure. A lot of M and U moves, and Sebastian wasn't able to do it. Made a fumble there, costing him a sub-7, which might put the pressure on Caleb. But in the end, a 7.6. Caleb can do that in his sleep.
Sebastian used up his timeout already, so he has none remaining. So Caleb can now fully focus on beating that time of 767. Lots of inspection time being used up here by Chen. Here he goes. Very fluid through F2L. Going into last layer now. Soft tap of the timer, 6:45. Caleb's up 2-1.
There we go. Caleb is now on match point to move into the losers finals. Sorry. That was a nice, clean, slow solve for Caleb there. Slow turning, but not slow time by any means. Mid-6. And now Sebastian's looking to put on the pressure to claw his way back in this match. But will it be enough?
It's been a commendable effort from Sebastian all competition long. Let's see what he has in him for this 4th solve in set number 2. Puts it down with a 671. Happy about that as he throws up the 6-7.
Another 6-7 for Sebastian. And that might be enough to make Caleb feel some nerves on what could be the last solve of this match. But 6-7, a tough time to beat, even for Caleb Chen.
Match point coming up here. There's the time to beat on your screen right now. 671 set by Sebastian a few moments ago. Caleb with a win would move on to losers finals. Lots of inspection time being used up here by Caleb. Here he goes. Able to put it down. 672! Sebastian stays alive by 0.01!
So close. You can't ask it to be any closer than that. We are 2-2 in this set. Could Sebastian claw it back to 1 set each? 671 against the 672. That's crazy. A great ZB recognition and execution from Caleb, but wasn't great enough. 0.01. This is so tight.
The closest differential we've seen all competition long. Here's Sebastian. Going into last layer, M slices 653. Good solve from Sebastian.
Back to back 6 second solves. Oh, well, with a 12 in the middle, but 3 6s in this set for Sebastian. He's solving really well by his standards, and a 653. Caleb's gonna have to lock in to ensure that he can win this set and avoid getting a reset and going back to 1 set each.
Once again, we're at match point. Can Caleb beat a 653 and move on? Or will we be tied up at 1 set apiece? Here he goes. Puts it down with a 744. We're tied at 1 set.
Caleb feeling the pressure once again. At the start of this match, it was looking like we were going to have an absolute sweep. Caleb was solving low 5 after low 5 after low 5, but now we're even. 1 set each. Solves are back to 0-0. Sebastian Stone looking to upset again.
Oh my goodness, a blank slate now for everybody. We're tied up at 1 set apiece. First to 2 sets. Whoever wins this is moving on. Oh my gosh, Chris. This has been probably the closest matchup that we've seen all night long. What a battle here.
On paper, you'd think Caleb Chen would absolutely sweep this. One of the fastest speedcubers in North America. But don't doubt Sebastian Stone. Being the underdog sometimes is a massive advantage. You don't have the pressure of being the favorite. You're here just to have fun. You're not here to win. But winning is what Sebastian is somehow managing to do.
Sebastian again, 2 upsets to get here. Could he get the trifecta with 3? Caleb starting out in this sudden death set here. Starting out with a 6 flat. That's a good start for Caleb.
Even with the .OLL and one of the worst .OLLs you can get, he still manages a 6.00, one of the fastest solves we've seen since the first set. Caleb finding his composure after getting reset back to 0-0, and Sebastian's got a tough order for him now.
Few 6-second solves here for Sebastian. Can he keep up that pace or even go faster here? Bit locky there as he tries to get through F2L. 656. Caleb takes solve number 1.
What a great solve from Sebastian. If this was a WCA competition, he would have just got his first ever sub-7 average. But this is PSL, and 6.5 isn't good enough when you're going up against Caleb Chen.
That's the crazy thing. You can keep practicing, and for PSL, Chris, you mentioned it. You thought you can get it right under the microscope, but those 6-second solves in this kind of intense head-to-head format is not going to do it. So it's really testing these competitors' mettle and just being able to put forth their best foot forward. Here goes Caleb for his next solve. He's up 1 solve to nothing. Able to put it down. 558! Caleb back!
He is so back, Michael. What a finish to that solve. A great execution for the last layer. 558. He is back. After an incredible first set, he kind of fell off in the second set, getting 6s and 7s, uncharacteristic for Caleb, but a mid-5 when it matters most. Let's go.
Sebastian going right into it. Has to beat that mid 5-second solve from Caleb. He's not going to be able to do it though. 730. Caleb up 2 solves to none.
It is now 2 points to 0.
It is now all down to Caleb. He is on set point and match point here. 2 solves to 0. He doesn't have the pressure of being 2-2. If he gets a good solve here, that could be good enough to send him straight to the losers final.
Let's see what Caleb can produce here. He has a commanding 2 solves to none lead over Sebastian. Lots of inspection time being used for him. Make sure to recognize. Here he goes. Rotations throughout F2L. Going in the last layer now. 622!
That solve was not looking great for Caleb. Way too many moves in the F2L, but he was bailed out by one of the easiest last layer cases you can get, especially for ZB. 622. Is that going to be enough, or can Sebastian pull out something crazy once again? We've seen upset after upset from this young Lil Sebastian. This may be his last solve with PSL.
Back is against the wall. Match point here. Has to beat a 622 to stay in it. Very quick through F2L. Little Locky. He's going to be able to do it. 656! Caleb wins sitting down. He moves on to losers finals.
Sebastian is so disappointed there. He knew that F2L was so rapid. And then a lockup in the F6, the F-Prime 6 move OLL. That V-Perm was so lucky, using a unique algorithm that you have to have flawless turning for. And unfortunately, that was not going to be it for Sebastian. But Caleb is back, getting 5s and 6s in that final set. And he's going to move to the losers final.